So the next thing is G Status, right? Which is a hit LGBTQ plus web reality show within the web reality genre. And you were on season 2.
Season 2.
Yes, which I think arguably is like its most popular season
Definitely so. The
for
best season.
good reasons and bad reasons.
Mhm. Mostly bad. Mostly bad.
Yes. So tell us about how you became associated with G Status.
At the time, I had done Wheel of Fortune, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then the next year, I did a sock business, 2016. So at that point, I'm like, okay, bitch, I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm doing the Atlanta thing. So I'm like, what can I do each year to kind of outdo myself?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a very laid back job. I was working at British Airways, very laid back job. And I was just on YouTube and I came across season 1, right? I thought it was the most hilarious thing I'd ever seen. And something just say, go follow them and be on it to kind of expand and broaden your reach since you got the sock business now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did it. I cast it for it and got the call back. Next thing you know, I was on it. I was on the
Mm-hmm.
show, got the call back. They say, hey, first scene is going to be in Benihana on this day and done with it. Show up.
Which we all know was a bloodbath.
I love that. The food fight, the infamous food fight.
Yes.
Now,
How
wait a minute. During that time, were you on TV?
I was, yeah. Uh-huh.
That was, okay,
I,
2020.
I had already filmed. Let's see. Yeah, I had already came out on Chasing Atlanta the year before, 2019.
Oh, 2019. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you knew of G Status.
Yeah. I was also at the time, I used to see I know them as Sante. They were their I believe their dead name is Redrick. At the time they were Redrick. Who was doing like I believe they were like identifying as like androgynous type thing, and then now they are fully transitioned into a woman. I believe it's Sante. I believe that's the name that they kept, I believe. But professionally it's pretty to go. She be rapping, she be doing her thing. She was on the show because she used to do Madison's hair and makeup from time to time, and so I started kind of keeping up with it through her. I actually was at one of these scenes that she filmed that Madison came to. I was there. So yeah, I had always heard about G Status, but never really paid attention to it. To be honest,
Okay, okay.
and it's no shade. It has nothing to do with me being on Chasing Atlanta. That's why I'm not watching it. It's just I don't. People who know me know I don't watch a lot of reality TV. Like I have my set ones that I watch, but majority of
Hmm.
my watching time is like I'm watching digest and movie commentaries, TV show
Hmm.
commentaries, and Charm reruns, and Avatar, Ben 10, Omniverse. That's shit I'm watching. I'm not watching y'all hoes and bitches and punks fight and kill each other on reality. My brain cells can't take all that.
Right.
I can
Okay.
work. I can work there and show up, but I can't really get into it all the time. So that's the reason why I be a little sketchy etch about watching their reality. Shit, Chasing
I get
Atlanta's
it.
enough. Fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that keeps you sharp too, though. Like when you
Yeah.
don't watch that stuff and then you just dive into it, keeps you sharp.
How was it filming G Status?
It's all pretty much a blur. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a blur now, but it was chaotic. You never knew what the fuck to expect. You never knew who to trust. It was just it was drama. It was scandal. It was lies, and it,
What
I
the
kind of
drama?
regret.
Oh no, go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I kind of regret doing it. But you know what? If I had not
Why?
done it, just I guess because of the reputation of what the show became, and my name was attached to it. But honestly, I'm the connections that I made and the people that I were exposed to that I'm now connected to. It was worth it. I will say
Hmm.
that. So, and it was my foot in the door. So I have to be thankful for the platform.
Yes, because I mean, regardless of what any of these web reality shows have done, something that I saw which made me want to become a part of it was like one of the few platforms at the time that showcased LGBTQ plus people of color in the
Hmm.
forefront. and there was a niche following for it. Like, I saw at the time there was no Zeus, there was none of these other things. Like, the only thing at the time was the big three: Chasing Reality, G Status, and Quran.
That's
Um
true.
and so people who followed us, who are now really following all these other bigger platforms, like Now That's TV and Zeus, they really treated our shows like TV, and they treated the
That's true.
people like real people. And for the people who came on with like a real career, real like business ventures, they bought into. And I was like, oh, bitch, I need to cash in on this. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Look at you.
Yeah. You too, nigga.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. It was good.
Let's play a little mini game of roll call with the G Status, folks. This is where I name a select amount of people who were cast on your show, and you're going to tell me the first thing that comes to your brain. It does not have to be a word. It could be whatever you want it to be. It could be a memory, a feeling, a word, a sentence, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Are you ready, Ike?
Just when you think like this shit is over, just when you think, yeah, come on.
Okay, Devon.
Oh, Devon is my heart. I will always love Devon. That's my brother forever.
How was filming with him?
Filming with Devon and meeting Devon, I didn't know what to expect because I was already familiar. So I
Mm-hmm.
was kind of on guard, but he was just a sweetheart to me. I think once he saw my character, he softened up to me, So
Mm-hmm.
he was always in my corner. We would always talk after the scenes that we filmed, and I just believed in him as an entrepreneur because he's so talented. So me and Devon, that was my baby.
Am I coming through clear, Ike?
Sometimes you glitch, like somebody said, but it's fine now.
It's fine.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. Um, you had a mini love interest with this person on the show,
No, I didn't. I didn't. Oh, wait, who?
Sante. Well, wasn't there some scenes that y'all shot? Okay, Sante, go. First thing that come to your brain.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
There was some type of scene. There were a couple scenes y'all shot where y'all were supposed to be talking, interested in each other. What? Tell us what the reality of that was.
Yeah, well, she tried to force that. This is when you think you. Let me explain something, okay? This was something that was tried to be forced. I recognized that that person was attractive or pretty. I think I said it out loud. I
Mm-hmm.
even said it in my confessional. So then the producers, who were very messy at the time, was saying, "Okay, well, you're interested in like boys that look like girls and pretty boys and androgynous?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And they were like, "Well, that would be a great story because not a lot of masculine boys in the community are interested in that. So we should kind of bring that to the forefront." And I was like, okay, I'm cool verbalizing that there are some boys out there who are attracted to that. Well, they must have got in her head and said, y'all going on a date. I never agreed to that. So she was playing a social media game while I was thinking that I'm genuinely meeting a friend. Because they gave her my number and she called me and was like, well, hey, um, I heard that you think I'm pretty, so I'm calling to see what's up. I never I would never forget that. And I'm like, well, yeah, that is what's up. I think you're pretty. And um, that's it. I think I was talking to somebody at the time. So that was as far as that went. But like I said, she played the social media game and they cornered me in a scene where she was asking me on a date and I'm looking unsure the whole fucking time because that's not what I want to do or agree to.
Right.
So they had me looking stupid like I was this playboy leading an androgynous person alone. So now the trans people are writing their think pieces on Twitter talking about I'm a tranny chaser, and it was a whole mess. But that was never my intention. I was never interested in that girl. She wasn't my type. I could acknowledge that goddamn Whoopi Goldberg looked good and still not being interested in pursuing it.
Did y'all ever
So
reconcile all of those talks?
no, we didn't reconcile anything, and I'm not interested in doing that.
I know that's right.
Hmm.
Shout out to Pretty to Go. That's my friend. Okay, she be doing her thing.
No shout
Next.
outs.
Next on the list is Charlie Exile.
No. I'm gonna tell you something. Charlie is one of the reasons that I auditioned for this shit because he was one of my favorite characters from episode one. I love Charlie. Charlie deserves more in this community than he gets. I don't know if he just, I don't know what it is, but Charlie is a superstar.
Charlie, I remember like around that time he stepped out on G Stash. Charlie was like buzzing. Charlie was buzzing. And I
Look at
don't
that
know.
girl.
I don't know. I think me and Charlie went to Morehouse together. We weren't close at Morehouse, but we knew each other at Morehouse. And then we, of course, worked in the same fields and industry, so we're familiar with each other. We had a song. We have a song with Mo Hart from Drag Race that we're both featured on. And I think I asked her, like, like what made you slow down? Something in their personal life, I believe, kind of made them slow down. But Charlie does deserve a whole lot more. He deserves a whole lot more. And I would say before there was like Lil Nas X, I think the only like people who had like kind of crossed over to like really building a following was Young KSB, who had just went viral for
Uh, ass, kiss my, lick my, lick it, lick my ass,
Slob on My Ass.
slob on my ass.
Did you know I shot that video and edited that video?
No,
Shot edited
you
that
did that?
video. Mm-hmm.
I did not know.
I shot that video on my iPhone.
Wow, that was iconic for this community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was. I
That's
think
for
that
the
was my
culture for
first
sure.
piece of content I ever did that went viral. I think.
Wow,
Yeah.
your mic is kind of acting up.
Is it still acting up?
I can hear you.
I don't know. I'm upgrading my systems really soon. But the other person other than Young KSB was Charlie, who was like his songs were like really popular on Instagram. People used to do videos. Like I would say before it became popular to do songs on Instagram, Charlie was one of the first people I remember like people posting them doing a video to their song. One
Wow,
of the
that's
first
big.
people, yeah.
That's big. And honestly, let me tell you, I don't know if he knows this, but Pussy Cunt is the type of song that you can, bitch, you can re-release. It has so much replay value. The song can fucking blow up. Like he should never stop performing it. He should re-release it every year. The shit is
Well,
dope.
I'm
What you
sorry.
think?
I want if he gonna release. Can somebody buy that beat, please? Because I didn't heard so many songs to that damn
I
beat.
know.
I want somebody
It,
to
it
buy
is
that
a
beat.
it is a few of them. Yep, I done heard them too. His is the best though. I don't know.
I heard Tyra Sanchez from Drag Race have a version. I heard Cupcake, not Cupcake, Cornbread from Drag Race on her season. She performed to the beat. Cupcake may own it now if she performed. Not Cupcake. Cornbread may own it if she was able to perform it on Drag Race. She may own the beat now. Because I just know the paperwork you got to go through to get songs cleared on that level. So she may own it. Now that I think about it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The two people that I heard remade it were in the community, but not even the people that you named. So that's crazy. A lot of people have got a hold of that beat.
Yeah, that producer was real popular on YouTube. A couple, I can't remember his name, but he was real popular. Um. Okay. Anything else for Charlie before we go on to the next person?
No, I love Charlie.
Hakeem. Hakeem.
Akeem, it was literally two people. It was Charlie and Akeem are the reason I auditioned for that show because
Mm-hmm.
they had me in stitches. I think he is reality TV gold. We were close. He would check up on me. He was always hilarious to film with. I enjoyed Akeem.
Definitely web reality icon. He is so funny.
He got it started. He got it. If nobody else got it started, Akeem got the shit started. Like, yeah, shout out to him.
Who else was on your cast? Was Tramel on your cast?
He was.
Tramel. And what's the other baby name? Don't nobody whip my ass. I'm
I
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I
Who
don't
Tramel
remember
always be
anybody.
with? They
Carl,
Carl. There we go. Yes,
but,
Carl.
but Carl wasn't on G status.
Carl wasn't on G status.
He was just always around. He
Oh,
should have been.
Tramel.
Tramel and I used to be close, but then she became a weirdo at some point. So we do not speak
What happened?
anymore. I don't know. This girl literally went from, I can't believe I just really can't believe I'm doing the interview. Went from praising and worshiping the ground I would walk on to just became a bona fide weirdo. Like she would say things to people that she thought wasn't going to get back to me, I guess. She would tell people not to invite me to her studio sessions. So this is what I think happened. This is my first time ever speaking because I be trying to leave this shit in the shadows. I think
Where's Shadow? Right here.
once he started doing music, right, I think he looked at me as his equal in that space. And I don't know if it was a silent competition in his head or some shit. She became jealous. I don't know what the fuck it was, but she just literally turned and became another person and thought I wasn't gonna find out about half the shit and just I don't know what that was about and I don't care to find out. She just turned weird one time. But you know the trajectory of the Atlanta girls. They start off cool.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like they loyal. You feel like you found a friend, and then one day they just turn weird. So that is the story of our relationship.
Can you hear me, Ike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Maybe if I turn my gain down, that may be what it is. Maybe clipping. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to be a little louder now?
No, it's kind of it's like somebody said glitching. It is kind of glitching, but I can hear everything you say.
Should I? Let's try it. Let me see before we move on to the next person. What is it giving? Hello? What does it sound like, Ike?
That sounds like you don't have like you're talking into the phone, like it's not even picking up your headphone.
What about this one?
Same thing.
What about this one?
It sounds like the volume is a little better.
What about this one?
That's it.
This the best one.
That's
It's
what
the
it
mic
needs to
that's
be.
glitching. So y'all just have to deal with this shit, okay? And if you need me to say something again, I'm not saying you can tell me it glitched. Say it again, I'll do it. What were some of the things that people were saying he was saying to them that got back to you?
Don't yeah. He would invite everybody to his studio. So now I'm thinking we all friends. At one point, it was like me, Lando, Carl, and Tramel. We would call ourselves. I don't even remember the powerful. I really forgot what we would call ourselves. But he would invite all of his friends to the studio and would say, "Well, I don't want Ike to come, so don't invite him." And then it was something. He shot a video or something and said the same thing. Had everybody in the video except me. Now I was in his first video, but I think once he started feeling himself, the people had got him thinking that he could actually sing. And, so I've been drinking, but I think he started to feel himself. Then iTunes will trick them girls into thinking that they on Billboard.
I like Tramel. I don't want no problems, okay?
Um, when stuff like that happen, the girls develop like a imaginary ego, and I don't know. We just kind of the girl just started talking about me. I done seen text messages where she would just say stuff about me, and I'm like, girl, I never knew you felt like this
Now, what I
because
want to know,
okay,
who were people coming back telling you and showing you this? Showing you this?
I can't say that, but I'm gonna say that the whole hood fuck with me. Everybody fuck with Ike because Ike is good to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it was people that she confided in that she thought it wasn't gonna get back to me because I think she thought they were that close that they would not. But the thing is, everybody fuck with Ike.
I know that's right, Ike. Let me
That's the
tell us
thing.
know.
So bitches just come back and tell me because you weird. I'm walking around thinking I got a friend in this girl. So yeah, Tramel, she's not my type of girl. And then I think too, as I continued, no, I'm not even gonna go there. When G Status made her look like a fool, I was there. You know what I'm saying? I was there for her when she was crying and they were trying to paint her out to be this goddamn hoe. I was taking up for her. So the
Mm-hmm.
fact that she completely turned on me, I was kind of bothered by it at the time, but when you kind of compare our trajectories from that point, girl. Like,
Ooh, Ike!
you know what I mean?
Is that
So,
shade, Ike?
mm, mm,
Oh my god!
that shit
Now,
in the past. I
granted,
don't even think about it.
Now, granted, this is how me and Ike talk on the phone to each other. I really didn't know I was a little on the fence. I didn't know he was You're gonna go, but I'm appreciating it. I'm appreciating. Okay, good. We can talk like you on the phone. Okay, fuck
Oh
it.
Lord. This our FaceTime, yo.
This, I mean, it be worse than this. It be worse than this. Um, Next on the list is Delicious Maserati.
I have no problems with Delicious. Delicious was good. I spent a lot of time at her house. She was a sweetheart. Delicious, Delicious Maserati.
I knew Delicious in real life too before she got on G Status. One of my favorite people in Atlanta that I met out here on the
Yeah.
scene. She was so sweet to me. Always been so sweet. I used to invite her to like my studio session. She came to one of my studio sessions one time. No film, no recording. Like she was such a dope girl. I was so sad and disappointed when I saw what happened to her on the show. And I mean, I really don't know the ins and outs of the whole situation because I wasn't locked in on it. But it was so sad to see someone that I had met and experienced in real life and had such a high opinion of go through that type of experience and be deemed some of the terms and labels and words that people were putting on her and her character.
Yes, and to speak to your point, that was all produced because nobody cared that this girl said the N word. But once she didn't play by production's rules, they and that was the thing. You kind of had to walk on eggshells with G Status. With what's his name? I don't even remember his name. Ja. You had to walk on eggshells. You had to make sure you were one of his favorites and do what they because the minute you deviated from what they thought, what they wanted you to do, there you go. Now we putting clips together of her saying nigga, and we convincing people in their confessional to say they got a problem with it. And we putting it in a sequence as if all of that's happening chronologically when it's not. So they really tore her down. And I spent a lot of times at her place during that time, and she was literally broken down. Like she was losing sleep over that. So it was sad to see that happened to her. She deserved better than that.
Where is Delicious now?
I don't know. I don't know, but I decided to go to her page like a couple months ago and she still looks good. I don't know if she's still doing music. I don't know.
I
I don't
haven't
know.
seen Delicious out here on the scene in a good little minute.
She don't be out, but she's talented. I'm surprised that she does good music.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I wish her the best.
She had a little personality on her.
Hmm.
Damn. Send me her Instagram once we doing this. I'm gonna reach out to her and see how she's doing.
I will.
Um, I'm not being shady, but who else was on y'all cast that season?
I'm not being shady, but I don't remember. Oh, Sherrod.
Sherrod, the Sherrod of it all. Oh my god.
Sherrod.
Thoughts on Sherrod?
Sherrod. Sherrod. You gotta love Sherrod. Sherrod was just very endearing. I felt sorry for Sherrod. How they painted the picture of him just being this porn star and cheating. I mean, messing with people, man. He was much more than that when you got to know him. So I felt bad how he was portrayed. I have a soft spot in my heart for Sherrod.
Me too. I mean, Sherrod has been out here before all of us,
Hmm.
and I know the image of himself that he wants out there. The content that he does want to be more popular and more associated with his name, but you know, you know.
You know who what he wants himself to look like and to become actually looks like? Um, Cash De Niro. Do you follow him?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Cash. Uh huh.
Yeah, yeah. So what Craig became, I think that's what Sherrod was hoping to do.
Mm.
Yeah, but I don't think he followed through with it because maybe the money is just good because I was on Twitter the other day just scrolling. I'm like, oh, that's so
I mean, do
maybe
your thing. Shit, listen. If I didn't think my granddaddy or grandma would see this shit, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I would clean up on OnlyFans if I told
OnlyFans
my
called me
family
the other day. I had a whole meeting with them.
what they want you to do.
They want me to make an OnlyFans account.
Oh,
Like I talked to, I would get a representative and everything. I just told her, well, I'm not doing the content that I'm not even playing with that. So I don't know what I would do over here. We trying to brainstorm on what I could do on OnlyFans that won't jeopardize my brand already. But yeah, I had a whole meeting with them last week Friday actually.
Wow, that's people in
Mm,
high places.
stop it, all right.
Thank God you don't need it, you know?
Thank God, shit. The people say Roman. I remember Roman. Roman was a rapper, ain't it?
No, I think Roman raps now. At the time when he got on G status, I think he was just known for his presence in ballroom.
Oh,
I think he had just started in ballroom.
thoughts?
Mhm. Well, he didn't like me. He didn't like me due to, I think it was affiliation, because I was affiliated with Tramel. Him and Tramel had the whole thing going on where, the so we never got to connect. And we
Mm-hmm.
finally, if you watch the show, we finally got to talk about. So he went the whole season not liking me not knowing, because we had never met. And we went to the Florida trip, and that's when we kind of talked it out. So I didn't get a chance to know Roman, but he didn't like me the whole season.
Damn. Who else was on the cast?
Nobody. I think that's it.
Okay, that's it. What about Ja and KL? There's been so many comments and opinions about the two people who ran the show at the time. I don't think I know what Ja looked like, to be honest. And KL is the older one, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes. What are your thoughts on them?
KL was always pleasant to me. Um, Everybody else's, well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but most other people's perception of him was like underhanded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna say this. For some reason, I'm never in the bullshit. I don't know why. Maybe I don't play dirty enough. I'm just at the time, because I was just kind of about my business and out the picture. But KL never did anything to me. I wasn't close enough to him for. And then that's another thing. I never got close enough to these people for them to make an impression on me, or to
Mm-hmm.
have them make me act a certain way. Same with Ja. Like, I kind of had to play by her rules, but she got on my fucking nerves too, trying to um paint this narrative that I was a playboy.
Mm.
So I didn't like that, but she ended up crashing and burning at the end. So maybe that was her karma for starting up so much shit.
To my Ja.
Yes.
What Ja used to be doing? I've never met Ja. Again, I don't know what Ja look like, but I feel like I've heard. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and this is all shit I've heard from like TTB and Dario when we used to talk. I think didn't some footage get lost of Ja, or is that Quran?
No, that's Quran.
Okay, see, I be
With
mixing the
the
people
camera
up.
and all of that, the camera got
Yes,
stolen and all of that.
that was Quran.
Allegedly. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's not y'all. Okay, from what I think I'm remember about John, and I also want to say I've met KL a couple of times. He's come to some of my Twix takeovers at BQE. Very sweet and kind to me. Very sweet and kind to me. But I've only met him in person past and just talking to him for like a minute or so. So compared to Ike, who shot a whole season with him, my opinion ain't really, it's lower
Hmm.
than his. Um, what I know about Ja is like from what I've heard, I don't even know. This is what I heard. I can't even say I know that like he's like the main reason why there was a big gap in pause with G status, and basically kind of like him having whatever breakdown or removal from the internet is what caused the show, and now I think the network to kind of go on a downward trajectory. Correct me where I'm wrong, please.
I think that's mostly true. Like I say, most of it is a blur to me. But what Ja went missing all of a sudden, right in like the greatest pinnacle of the show. Like when the show was at its greatest, I think nobody heard from him. I think there was footage that he had that he would not release, and he held on to it. And nobody had any answers. So that started first of all, it was already inconsistent because he was power hungry, right? And would fire everybody that didn't play by his rules. So he wanted everything to go. And I get it. If something is your baby, it's hard to let others in. to kind of help you and to give creative
Mm-hmm.
control in any aspect. So, but I think that just went to his head, and oh, I lost my train of thought. Mm. Oh, that I it caused him to be inconsistent. But one
Mm.
day the inconsistency just turned into him just quitting, and nobody had heard from him like bitch ever again. So I don't know.
Do
The
you
last time I seen, oh, go ahead.
go ahead, honey?
No, the last time I seen Ja was in, I think Big Sexy was doing like a casting call for models, and I saw Ja in the background, like at the table or something. He looked like he had gained a couple 100 pounds. So I don't know. I think maybe he just went through something.
What did he do to you?
This is what he did to me. He wanted me to be this smooth character. I guess, I don't know, from his first impression of who I was and maybe my audition tape, I was just smooth. They were saying masculine at the time. So because I had given a compliment or two, that translated to he a playboy. So they edited me to look like a playboy. Anybody's event I went to, I hugged them. And I think when the trailer dropped, I realized that he had stitched every scene of me hugging somebody at their event together, and had your girl who you mentioned that um, had her voiceover. I was playing games with her. You get what I'm saying? Just kind of painting this picture that I'm this villain that's leading everybody on and like a playboy. It was so that's pretty much at the time I couldn't handle it because I wasn't familiar with reality TV, like being talent. So it kind of fucked with me mentally during that time.
Damn. What's one of the
Hmm.
craziest things you witnessed while filming G Status?
One of the craziest things I've
Mm-hmm.
witnessed. It was probably that food fight at Benihana. Like I know it looks like one thing on the episode, but that shit was crazy. I didn't even know if I was gonna come back the next day, the next filming day. But it was bad. It was bad. I was like, damn.
Did the police come?
The police were called.
And y'all cleared it out before they could get there.
Uh-huh. The police were called. Yep, and
Bitch.
you forgot Dre Simber. I forgot about Dre Simber.
Drake! Oh, Lord. How could we ever forget Dre Simba? An icon living Dre Simba, baby.
Not worthy. Not
If I
worthy.
was Dre Simba's manager or like career, Dre Simba would be out of here. You hear me? Dre Simba would be out of here. Out of here. Like I'm talking about I feel like I could put Dre Simba in such a good because that boy Dre Simba is one of the most funny, quick, and actually got a brain. Like if you
Ooh,
actually hear him
that is
talk, the bitch is actually smart.
that is smart. He know a little something about everything.
Yes,
A
and
lot
she
of stuff.
crazy as fuck. A whole lot of crazy. She cute. She got a little twinkle pill out of. You know what I mean, bitch? You can package that shit up and sell a loud, cute, light skinned twink from the south. In an opinion,
I'm gonna tell you, top three. He is definitely top three in our reality world.
who the top three in the web reality world?
Oh,
And when you say top three, you mean top three what?
top three, like New York, Nene, and arguably Tammy Roman.
You will put Dre Simper up there like as the equivalent. I'm just asking.
In our world,
Okay. So who are the top three? Who's the Nene Tammy and who's the other person you said?
New York.
Who's the Nene Tammy in New York of where reality? Dre Simba would be who?
I don't know who he would be. I don't know which
The
one he would
Tammy?
be.
Dre Simba would be the Tammy, right?
He can't be compared though. Who is the top three? Oliver, you know you're up there. You're definitely in the top three. You know that. It would be you, Dre Simber.
Who else?
I'm gonna say this name. Wait, let me make sure this will be the third one.
Make it good now.
No, I don't know, cause
Who you want to say?
I wanna say Gardini, but I don't know if he had enough of a chance.
Gardini. Somebody say Hakeem.
Oh, okay. December Jackie Christie.
Somebody said
But
Lauren England or Devon.
let me tell you about Lauren England. I think Lauren England's impact, but I just never got the and I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. I didn't get the hype. I like Lauren, but I wouldn't. I think it was just no. I wouldn't say Lauren. I think Gardini.
Okay, that's your time. Okay, and he gonna stick by it.
Oh,
Tying up G status before we go on to the next thing.
okay.
G status, and correct me, y'all gonna correct me if I say this wrong, because I don't really be paying attention. I passively be hearing stuff. But from what I'm hearing, the network has gone through some sort of transition or some dissolving, or their programming is like no longer coming out. Before I get into that, y'all season, let's start here. Y'all season, the posting was inconsistent, right?
Yes.
And then y'all went almost, I want to say like a year before y'all reunion came out. Like you had filmed Chase Atlanta. Chase Atlanta had came out, and we was headed into season 6 by the time the reunion for G Status came out. What intel do you have about that?
Uh, yeah, because you know what? I think I remember filming my confessionals while I was filming G Status. I mean, Chasing Atlanta. I
Mm-hmm.
remember going back, um, because I think he paid us to come back. He paid us to come back to do confessionals. Because I think he had gotten his hand, KL had gotten his hand on the footage. What was missing is the reunion plus our trip. Was it the rest of the trip to Florida? Shit, I don't. Oh no, it wasn't. I don't remember that shit. I don't know. I don't remember that shit at all. Uh, I don't have no intel. I just look at it flopping as my the karma for the wrong that I was done.
How much they paid you to come back and do your green screens?
Just a couple hundred or 100. I really don't even remember.
I mean, shit, that's way more than a lot of those who did where reality didn't got paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was nothing.
What's your opinion on the status of the network? Like, I think they've canceled a couple of shows. G Status, I think, was said it's not coming back. I think I'm reading the headline right in my head. But it's definitely going through a transition. They've definitely reached the end of an era. What's your blurb about it?
Yeah, I think as it should. You know, congratulations. It should go down the drain because, and then this is why I say that the momentum, when the momentum stopped, then that kind of it took away from the brand of the show because at the time, G Status and Chasing Atlanta was, you know, that's what you if you weren't talking about chasing, you were talking about G Status. You were watching G Status, you were talking about chasing it. The quality was there, you know, the characters were there, the personality was there, everything was there, but it's like the inconsistency creates this like the low demand. Now there's no more demand for it, so it needs to be tanked. If they would have come out with that third season, it would nobody would have watched that. They probably would have had half of the viewership. Like when season 2 was up and running and at its peak, shit, that was something to be rivaled. It needs to be canceled.
Jada said they officially canceled G Status this year. I will say this about G Status season 2 because I did see some of the stuff. Y'all had cameras. Like, I remember when I came to y'all set, baby, y'all had cameras. I'm talking about the TV cameras. You know, no shade to Chasing Atlanta and the iPhones because we stayed. I don't know if our last season we was number one, but was up there. But we stayed at the top of the pack for years off of iPhone and a little Nokia voice recorder. You know what I mean? And Daria made that shit work. But y'all had cameras. Y'all, I remember I went to a Zante event. It was a white man holding the camera. I was like, what the hell? What kind of budget y'all got over here?
Oh yeah, most of my oh and that was another thing. Most of our cameramen were white, but you know how smart Ja was? I think Ja went and got people who were from SCAD, right?
That's what
And
Reese
they
G
had this.
did for Chasing
They
Dallas.
had, that's smart. You had this equipment, and they just trying to build content for their portfolio. So they're
Mm-hmm.
working for pennies because they need you too. You know. So he had 3 or 4 cameramen with the highest tech, and
I was there. I saw it. I was like, bitch, y'all,
mhm.
this look like WeTV.
Yeah, they did good. They did good.
Y'all reunion set was beautiful.
Beautiful.
And I will also say this too: the casting of G Status, the way y'all looked to me was what I always wanted for Chasing Atlanta while I was there. I always felt like Chasing Atlanta skewed so feminine. It skewed so feminine, and it was just a lack of a different representation of what it meant to be a queer person of color in Atlanta. Like, where are the mask men? Where beefcake? Where are these different things that are not trans or androgynous or wearing makeup? Not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I always felt like we need to have a little bit. We need to have some variety. I felt like every other city on the Chasing reality franchise got that right. And I felt like every other web reality show got it right. Now, Chasing Atlanta, we was #1, but one of my every season would be, can we cast me? Like, can we? That's why I was so happy when you and Aaron was there, because I was like, child, we got a little something different. I don't want to get lip gloss from every bitch that's on the cast.
That's yeah, and I think it seems like it's done like that purposely. Even with it was so hard to watch Chasing Atlanta for what's it called, Forever.
Forever.
If I'm like, if I gotta watch another uh ballroom scene or a drag, I'm like, God damn, I'm tired of this shit. But yeah, and not saying that I'm the most masculine thing on the planet, but I mean, it will, give us a break with this ballroom drag shit.
Everybody want to be the girl. Who gonna be the man?
Right.
Who gonna be the boy? Anything else about G Status before we go to commercial break?
Nothing.
Oh my God.